Yo, today I want to give you this guide right here to help you come up with unlimited content, right? If you somebody that be stuck with content, today gonna help you, right? I'm Dontel Antonio. I'm the king of content, and most people don't put out content because they run out of ideas. So I want you to stop running out ideas so you can really put out content. So when I tell you this, you're going to get unstuck. But you got to stay consistent. All right. So the method I'm going to teach you today is really, really something that I use with a lot of my high end clients and a lot of my inside stuff and my members and my mentees and stuff like that. This is how we stay consistent with putting out content. Because if you're not consistent with putting out content, then you can't grow and scale your business. Or if you're putting out the wrong content, you ain't going to attract the people that you need to attract so you can scale and grow your business. Do you get what I'm saying? And so the big thing, what happens is a lot of people just post anything on their social media and then burn out of ideas. And they be like, but I don't know what to talk about. I done talked about everything, but it ain't working. But the reason it ain't working is because you need to get more focused and more niche down with who you talking to, right? And so I remember once upon a time, right, I used to post anything. It didn't matter. I just thought posting was content. And just posting ain't content. It's stuff, but it ain't content. Like, we want the content and the context to help us build our impact, right? And so I was just posting anything, and I had a friend call me like, yo, Dontel, when I look at your social media, I can't tell what it is that you do because you're talking about all of this other stuff, and none of it is directed to what it is that you actually do. And so when I looked at my social media, I realized, like, man, this stuff was random, boring. If I was to just be a stranger and stop on this page, I would not even know what to expect. And so what I want you to realize is you have to really understand who you serve and what problems they having and get value content. Like, serve so much, like serve more than you ever served before. That's what we use the platform for. We use the platform to serve. See, you're going to make money if you find out who you serving. And so you believe like, oh, if I post content, I'm going to make sales. No, if you post the right content, you're going to make sales. And you think that just posting content, they should buy your stuff. That's not true. Most of your content is like, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. It's 99% off and nobody buying it, right? Because people want you to pour into them. People want you to really pour into them. When you pour into people, it actually comes back to you. People love sharing your stuff, talking about your stuff. Like, man, yo, Dontel amazing. The stuff he putting out is dope. Like, it really helping me. Like, that's what they want. But the only way you can do this if I give you this framework. Because the content you putting out right now ain't working. That's why you like, man, I need some money. I need to find out. Like, it's because you ain't really serving yet. And I'm about to break this down. Once I break this down, I'm going to ask for you to actually do it, use it, and apply it. Don't just hear the information and be scared, right? Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this, right? So I want you to do this. I want you to create a list of 100 problems that your product fixes or serves, right? So this is, what is that, your perfect client? We say PC, which is your perfect client. What problems is they having? And literally you want to list down 100 problems, because most of the time the top 10 things that you're going to write down, everybody talk about the same stuff and they don't go no deeper. They stay shallow. And as long as you stay shallow, you ain't going to stand out. And so what I want you to do is I want you to start really going deep, 21 or 100, because this allows you to go deeper and you start building a connection deeper than anybody else in your marketplace. And so this starts showing your potential client that you care. And when you show that, they go like, man, I really love you more. I love what you got going on, man. The stuff that you putting out helping me and all of that. But you can't do that if you don't know who you serving. And so what I want you to do is create 100 problems. And this is how we do it. Think about it just like a book. Let's say you got chapter. Let's say chapter 1 is content, right? So you think about all of the lessons, which is the problems, all of the lessons in here should be all of the problems, right? And then you just think about all your major chapters and you go to chapter 2. You do the same thing, right? All right, you do the same thing. Let's say this might be self-image, right? And all you do is this a chapter, and you think about all of the problems that's in it until you get to 100. And then when you get to what you do is now all you have to do is think about what messaging you talking about, and then what you're going to do is literally pull a piece of content which is a problem, and you're going to talk about it in that content. See, all if you got this list, all you got to do is pull from this list, and you will forever have ideas. And don't be like, oh my gosh, I said that before. It don't matter. They ain't going to remember. And you can say it from here and turn this way. This is a different content. Turn it, like move around. You can say the same message, and you can say it in different ways. Right? So don't overwhelm it, but serve. And don't sell them in this. Just give them value. Teach them something. Go deeper. Go deeper. And what I love to do is I actually love to create all of this on like a Google Doc, because you can write it on a piece of paper. You might lose the notebook. You might never come back to it. But if you got on a Google Doc, while you out and about, you got all your ideas. So you could be at a nice location. If you at a nice location, look at your Google Doc on your phone and be like, oh, I could talk about this here. Right? And when you're doing that, now it's like, oh my gosh, now you're shooting content. But this is the best way, is to create 100 problems, a list, and use that to talk about your content. Use that in your content ideas, and stay consistent. Stay building a list. Really stay valuing and giving value and serving, right? And literally, once I started doing this, I started getting consistent. And as I start getting consistent, I start building my authority. Like, people know and love me for content because of this. Because I got to get focused on what I'm putting out, and not just putting out random stuff. And as you get focused, everything start growing and scaling. You be this authentic person, and you is like the go-to person for whatever niche you in. And now they're like, man, that person put out some great content. It helped me. And now you start getting all these testimonials and people talking about you and allowing you to come to their world and their thing. And you get more people to buy. And it's like, yo, it's so crazy. But you got to create the list, and you got to stay consistent. I know it's going to get hard. You might get to 30 and be like, oh my gosh, I can't think of no more. That means you ain't going deep enough. Go more deeper. More deeper, more deeper. And this list is forever. You can forever pull from this list as long as you serving that person. Right? And hey, if you love this, what I want you to do is like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm the king of content, Dontel Antonio. And what I want you to do is I want you to go out and create your list right now. I want you to create your list. And then once you create your list, I want you to say something in the comment like, my list is here. Right? And then come back and tell me, how was it for you? Right, so create that 100 problem list and go and impact and impact the world. We gonna impact the world. We gonna impact the world. We gonna impact the world.